Good morning, 10th grade. Yeah, you weren't expecting this video to come this soon, were you? Well, after I finished, I thought, well, you know what I need to do? I need to just go ahead and finish out your lesson. I knew basically how to do the story problems, so I said, why don't I just work out the story problems for you and assign your assignment right away so you can work on this whenever you get ready. I am going to give you some answers, so I should have done this earlier. And I'm going to give you the answers for self-test 1. Self-test 1, which you did, I know, a while ago, but that will give you a clue on whether you're getting it or not, whether you're ready for test. So I'm going to show you the answer for self-test 1, and then I'll do that for self-test 2, I don't know when, a couple days after you've got it done. So yes, self-test 1, the answers are right there is your first part. Can you see your grass? Now move over. There's the other graft. Come up through there. Okay. And then you'll have the next part. And yeah, there we go. You want the first answers for section 2? All right. Yeah, today we're going to do, I'm going to assign you from page 52 to 58 in your light unit, which gets your second self-test. So finish up 58 and do the second self-test. And just story problems. Let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 problems, and I'm going to do 3 on the board. So that means you'll have to do 10 of them. Got a little good news for you. There we go. I've worked these problems, and there's some of them that are bears. I mean, they're sweat. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to skip two of them. So when you work on them, you find 2 of them that are just tough. That's no big deal. I mean, if you find all of them, great. I should give you extra credit or something. But if you don't, if you get stuck on 2 of them, I'll let you skip 2 of the 10 that are left. So I'll start out with, I picked the easiest one. So the first one is 255. And I will read you the problem. It says like this: one number is twice another, and their sum is 36. Find the numbers. Why didn't I come over here in front of the screen so you can see me read, even though I do such a poor job of public reading? Yeah, let me try it again. One number is twice another, and their sum is 36. Find the numbers. There's different ways you could set this up. I mean, you could use represent x for x, but because we're working with 2 different numbers, I used x and y. Okay? And then you have 2y. So one number is 2y, and this one represents the single one. So you could do different ways, but I quickly condensed this, and I put x and y. So I put them together. I put x with y, and you can't normally do this, okay? Please understand. But in this situation, I'm doing shortcuts. So I got 3y, or 3 unknown answers. I divide 3 into 3, 3 into 36, y equals 12. And now, that is the first one. Got a marker here. So once I got 12, I'm going to say, oh, this don't even come out right here. Y doesn't equal 12. I guess you have to go 2 times 12. So it should have been x equals 12. You see what happens whenever you start doing shortcuts that don't work? I should have made this here x. There we go. If I'd have brought it down to x, 3x, and then I'd have had x equals 12, and then y equals 2 times 12 is 24. Oh yes, I wish they were all like this. And now the next one, I'm going to just do the next one in line 259. No, I guess I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give you that answer. That was easy. 259. I'm not going to do 256. Or I'm not going to do it on the board. You had John is 5 years older than Mary. In 10 years, twice John's age decreased by Mary's age is 35. Why? Find their age now. Okay, so you got a little tongue twister. So read it again. 5 years, decreased by 10, blah, 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 get you going. Do. Okay, so you have to use a little common sense here. So I put John's age for X. And Mary's age is Y plus 5. If I've got that, John is 5 years older than Mary. Oh, maybe I got that wrong. John is 5. Oh yeah, this should be, I think, turned around. Now I come to think about that. Let me take a look here to see if I put it the wrong person with the wrong thing, I believe. X plus 5. Yes, John is older than Mary. So I actually did this wrong. We're going to say that this is John and Mary. Okay, try that. So I'm going to say X equals Y plus 5. Okay, that's just an equation that I put up there to help us figure out down through here. So now I'm going to say, okay, in 10 years, John is going to be 2 times decreased, subtract, Mary plus 10. So right here's where I did that. Why I wanted John and Mary. Let me just erase this here. I don't like this. I still want John to be X. So 2 times this plus 10, that's going to be in 10 years. And then you're going to subtract the Y plus 10, and that's going to be in, then that there will be equal 35. Okay, so now I can multiply 2 times X is 2 times X is X. 2 times 10 is 20. I didn't figure all those out. But I have 20 subtract 10, which would make me 10. So I took that 10 over here to this side and subtracted it, which made it, well, you can't see, can you? Okay, back up here. 2 times X is 2X. 2 times 10 is 20, and I've got 10 here, so I'm subtracting this, okay? Subtract 10 from 20 makes me 10, and so I got 10 positive. I bring it over here, makes me a negative 10. So now I have 10 off of 35 makes me 25. I still have the negative Y, so I bring that down. So you see how I got rid of the 10 years? Those 10 years on to both of them, get rid of them. Subtract 10 years from the 35. If you another way to do this that it would maybe make it simpler is simply subtract 10 from everybody. Yeah, 10 years from now. Then, so that means you're down to 10. So you have 2X, negative Y. Start down here. I put, remember that X equals Y plus 5. So I brought that down here and put it in the X spot. The Y plus 5, I substitute. So I'm using substitution here, is what I'm doing. So I put the X plus 5, or the Y plus 5 into the X part. So I got 2 Y plus 5 negative Y. I still just bring this one down, but you see I substituted, I used this X, put that X here, equals here, so that brought me down to here. So now I got 2Y, and 2 times 5 is 10. So I solved that problem. I got 2Y plus 10 negative Y. So if you subtract 1 from 2, you got 1. So that's 1Y, 10 positive. I take it, subtract it from the 25, makes me 15. So Mary's age, Y equals 15. So now I put 15 up here, and I say say x equals 15 plus 5. Oh no, down here, sorry. Yeah, but I use this equation again and put 15 in the y spot. 15 plus 5 is what x is going to equal, so that's 20. John is going to equal 20. That's their age now. Yeah. I'm just thinking about that, how this 10, I put the 10 in here. I wonder if I shouldn't have just put the 10 back here and subtracted from the 35 and went on, if it wouldn't have changed anything. I'm going to do one more yet. I told you I'd do 3 of the 13. Which one you want me to do? Which one are you stuck on? Text me quick. Yeah. If we'd be doing this live, you could follow along now, but the deal of it is all of you would have to do math when I'm teaching math if we'd done it live. So maybe this is still okay. Some of them are a little bit tough. 263 is a tough one. 263 is the larger of two numbers exceeds twice the smaller by 1. Okay, plus 1. 3 times the smaller exceeds the larger by 6. Find the two numbers. See, I had this one picked out already. You didn't get to choose. Let x represent the large number, y the small number. And again, you're going to be able to set this up differently if you want to figure, if you don't figure out, you don't have to figure every time the way I'm figuring this one. But the way I did this one, x negative 2y equals 1. Okay? And then if you go x, so then I flipped this around, and so I said x equals, okay, the large number is 2 times the smaller number, the way it says. If I read, the large number of two numbers exceeds twice the smaller by 1. Okay, large exceeds twice the smaller by 1. So what I did, I flipped this around and I said x equals 2y plus 1. You see, I just took this equation and I put the equal sign up here, which brought the x and y over here on this side, and x equals 2y. So I'm just saving this here. I'm just setting up the problem. Now, I said the larger number, 3 times the smaller exceeds the larger by 6. Okay, I said 3 times, subtract the smaller, exceeds it by 6. Okay, so now I set up this problem here. Because I have this set up here, I said, oh, x equals 2y negative 1. So look what I did. I wrote this down here and put it right in here. Okay? So I got my 3y. I don't have my x anymore. I use substitution. I'm substituting 2y plus 1 for x. And I still have my 6. Okay, this is a subtraction. So I take off the parentheses, and so when I take off the parentheses, I'm going to let them there, but if I take it off, this makes this a negative 2, and that makes this one a negative 1. Okay? Because I've got a subtraction problem. So watch that little step right there. That is key. That is crucial. If you don't do that, don't make this one a negative 1. Here you can automatically say, oh yeah, negative 2, it makes sense. But this here has to be a negative as well. So bring the negative 1 over here, makes it a positive, makes it 7. Subtract 2 from 3, which leaves you with 1y. Y equals 7. Woo! That didn't take long. That wasn't nearly difficult. You see, if the problem is set up, it goes easy. Now, I put y up here, and I guess I could put him in this. Whoa. I put y up here in the top, I put 7 here, so I got 2 times 7 is going to be 14 plus 1 makes 15. Oh, x equals 15. So I put it back down here, x equals 15. 7 and 15. You can check your answers to see if they're correct or not. So yeah, you have fun doing your lesson, and I will catch you next week.